Okay. I have played DuckTales Remastered before, and I've played the original DuckTales before, but I've only ever beaten the moon level. I think I rented the original DuckTales when I was a young kid, and oh geez, that's loud. Turn that down a little bit. I don't remember anything from playing it as a kid, but when I played the remastered version, I mostly wanted to just hear the moon song, so... Yeah, so I think I'll start with the moon level since that's the one that's not blind for me, and then after that everything will be blind. I'll play it on medium. This is... The remaster is handled by the devs that do Shantae, isn't it? I really like the graphics in it. Clean.
Cuss me, kilts. Me money bin alarm. Quick, Duckworth. Get the limo.
I shall, get her in gear, sir.
I love Scrooge McDuck. He looks like an obvious villain.
Hurry, Duckworth. Hurry!
The pedal is to the middle, Mr. McDuck.
I used to watch DuckTales as a kid. It was a really strong show. I haven't seen the new one at all, though.
Oh,
That's pretty good, the effects.
Boys again. If they think they can stand between Scrooge McDuck and his 3 cubic acres of cash, they've got another thing coming.
New one's tight. Cool. No, it's like a tutorial level. Dude, man, think back to the NES era, back when like licensed games had the opportunity, the possibility of being extremely good. Like, I think we've had a couple of good licensed games. Let's think. Batman Arkham Asylum and its sequels were kind of a surprising set of good games. New Spider-Man game was pretty good. Wasn't there a Chronicles of Riddick game that was pretty good?
Huey! Are you all right, my boy?
Back in like the NES era, though, didn't automatically assume that a licensed game was bad.
Yeah, we take over the whole place.
Yeah, me money.
Poor Scrooge. Oh yeah, I heard Straight Out of Mordor was pretty good.
Oh, don't
The
worry,
Riddick game
lad,
was
I'll
$20.
save you.
Nice. It's a good way to teach you the pogo jump.
So proud.
Also, the pogo jump mechanic is kind of genius, and one of my favorite things ever was it Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. You can play as Cranky Kong, and Cranky Kong controls like Scrooge McDuck. Like,
You're welcome, lad.
no one was in the offices when they made that decision, but you know when they were deciding, how are we going to let you play as Cranky Kong? It's like, oh, you should control like Scrooge McDuck. Everyone in the room is like, yes! Correct. That is correct. Chip and Dale NES was pretty good. I think I owned the Little Mermaid game as a kid, which I don't think was great.
Onward and upward.
Officially licensed Game of Thrones browser game. Oof. Come now, my lord. I do like the secrets in this game. I forgot about this. Like, secrets appear as Scrooge passes over a space, right? So they'll often be in places like that where it's like, that's an interesting dead end. He just wants money. He doesn't want to save the world or do anything nice. He just wants money. Top 10 runners are all like fractions of a second apart. Really? I didn't know that. Cane swing. He does a little golf swing. It's a cool little animation. Money, money, money. Money. Bragging about being rich.
Let me go, you big ol' bum!
Not even for an afternoon snack. Big time in trouble, me.
Get away from him, you gluttonous goon.
Sorry, Scroochy. Not a chance.
This is a cool, I don't remember this tutorial level. This is pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure the NES version just boots up to the Mega Man style level select screen, right? Yeah, I'm glad they added the dialogue. That's cool.
Stay here. I'll handle this.
Oh, you know, I've actually seen Bit Brigade, my favorite gaming concert to attend. If you've never seen Bit Brigade live and you ever find out that they're playing near you, you should definitely go. They go to a lot of gaming conferences. I do love those secrets, are awesome. But they're the band that's headed by a speedrunner. So you can probably find their DuckTales run on YouTube if you look up Bit Brigade DuckTales. So the speedrunner sits at the front of the stage at the little couch, and he's got his hacked NES set up, and they play it on the screen in the back, and he speedruns the game, and the band plays metal covers of that game's soundtrack and sound effects in time with the speedrunner. It's super cool. I think the DuckTales run is like less than 30 minutes or something, so they have another game that they mix it with to get a full set. Whoa. That's cool. I must need to have a rock up here or something to get that other one. Let's rob the bank while stopping this bank robbery.
Hurry up, Scrooge! They're headed for your
Scrooge is a true
Hold on,
Reaganite
lad.
hero.
I'll have you free in a jiffy.
Not so fast, McDuck. We're running things around here now.
Cuss me, kilt. One false move and I'm a roast duck.
Leave me, Uncle Scrooge! It's not worth it!
Nonsense.
You're doing Lou, you're pretty great.
You'll never beat us, Scrooge.
Look at all the jobs he
When I get
creates.
old, I'm gonna buy Ma a new hat. Ow!
Whoever is tasked with managing his vault.
We almost got 'em all!
A fat lot of good that'll do us if they make it to me vault.
What's a big old silo?
Step away from me, fortune, you crook.
Not this time, McDuck.
I'd probably hate the job creators less if they were part of a mostly pogo stick adventuring based economy.
He ain't gonna hurt you that way.
That's the butler. That's great.
Oh, yeah. Do be careful or you'll scrub the floor.
Yow!
Your safe is securely suspended.
This is a cool fight.
There you are, sir.
That's smart.
Well, he doesn't care, right?
Everything is ready.
Look at his face, it's great.
My aching head.
Wonder what you would call that trope. I've seen that attitude from like a hero's butler or a villain's butler in several... Oh, I died. Shit. Be more careful. Got it.
I think I'll bust
If there's Mrs. Astor and her butler in Futurama,
Do be careful
who
or
just kind
you'll
of
scrub
passively
the floor.
presses buttons to detonate bombs and the like.
Your safe.
Okay, so I can't always bounce to avoid damage, turns out.
Ow, ow, ow!
That's smart.
The Jeeves.
My aching head.
Oh, I could still take damage on the backswing, man. Apparently super bad at DuckTales.
I think I'll bust you with this bus.
Okay, the thing can harm me the entire time that it's moving, I think is the rule.
Smart. Oh, my
Okay.
aching head.
Your safe is securely suspended.
That alliteration.
There you are, sir.
Who keeps the safe hanging from the ceiling?
Who keeps the safe hanging from the ceiling, he asks. It's a really good question.
Curse you, McDuck! This ain't the last you'll see of me!
Good riddance to bad beagles, I say. Now, why in the world was he interested in this old painting? Surely there are more valuable... Well, pluck me pin feathers. It looks like some kind of secret code. Boys! Boys!
What did you
They're
find,
definitely
Uncle
setting up the game a
Scrooge?
lot better in this
Yeah,
one.
what is it?
I'm not sure, but I know how to find it out. I'll feed
The original
it into
game
my
was basically just
supercomputer
Mega Man.
and use Gyro's new
Maybe there was story in
cryptanalysis
the
program.
manual
Then
or
we'll know
something.
what the Beagle Boys were after. Stand back, lads. Brigadoon!
What is it, Uncle Scrooge?
It's a treasure map, lads. And no ordinary treasure by the look of things.
Only Uncle Scrooge would call any kind of treasure.
Yeah, this is
ordinary.
definitely a remake, right?
Look, one of the treasures is in the middle of the Amazon. And there's another one in
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
You like spawn
And
with
one
a
there
computer
is 10
screen.
miles
You pick
underground.
stages like Mega
Hey,
Man.
wait a minute. Something's screwy. This
And there was no
last treasure can't be
dialogue
right.
at all, I think. Like you would just run into the enemies.
How on earth it's that high? Well, according to the Junior Woodchuck's guidebook, to get there we'd have to take about
Junior Woodchuck's
537
guidebook.
million steps straight up till we reach the moon. You mean the moon,
great.
moon?
It looks that way, lads. Well, what are we waiting for? That treasure's not going to discover itself.
Get the one that I've done before out of the way.
It's a
Listen to
long
that
way
wonderful
the moon,
song.
lads. But
What is
the
it, like
green cheese
23.8 or
longevity will
something?
make it worth the trip. Up,
Do
up,
do do
and
do
away.
do 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 do. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and no, I guess that's still 4/4. It's a weird time signature. Reboot, remake, remaster, reimagining. Square would never finish a game.
Gosh, Mr. McDuck! I've never been to the moon before.
Well, when it comes to space cadets, Fenton, you're a natural. Now, Gyro, why in blazes are we chewing this awful blue muck?
Why, that's Oxy Chew, Mr. McDuck. It's my latest invention.
Why are they all making these chewing
Oxygen-flavored
sounds?
taffy.
This is like the Resident Evil 2 remake explanation for the chess puzzle, right?
Oh,
This is
and
why
it
he doesn't have a
tastes right,
spacesuit
too.
on.
That, Gyro, is a matter of opinion. Now, which way to the green cheese?
What do you mean? Isn't it all around us?
Yeah? How do you figure?
Everybody knows the whole moon's made of green cheese. Well, that's what my dear mama said.
Lin-Manuel Miranda is the VA for
Brain
Fenton?
like you to
Really?
believe. Ugh, sometimes I don't know what I'm gonna... Wait, what's that?
Look, here's someone who could give us directions. Hello?
Ah,
I think one of my green screen scenes is from this level. Like underneath that ship. Let's see if it pops up during the stream.
do we really?
We do if you want to find that treasure of yours, Mr. McDuck. Fenton was carrying the Gizmo Duck suit. That's the only thing we've got powerful enough to break into the moon vault.
All right, fine. Stay here and guard the supplies while I look for that bumbling bookkeeper.
Hey! You have the map. Oh, that's cool. Was there a map in the NES version?
Why, that looks like the same spaceship that took off with Fenton. Well, I
There
guess
was
this
not a
means
map in the
I'm
NES
invited
version.
on board.
I think it's the NES version of this screen here. It might show up in the background behind me. Later, sir.
Home run! I didn't get to be number one by backing down. Oh, no you don't.
Hey, gems for going to the end of the stage. Guy didn't do anything. Good to know. This theme is so awesome. The soundtrack's just pretty good in general, but this theme in particular.
I didn't get to be number one by backing down.
This song has probably inspired other composers. Done a lot of like best VGM lists. Hey.
No point in hanging around here.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Love all the little extra level dialogue, that's cool. Top 5 at NES track. Yeah, especially you think about Family Tracker, you think about like what's possible on the NES. Gaiden 4-2. I have to think about it. The Wily stage is definitely... Wily stage might be number 1 for me. I remember hearing it as a kid and being like, oh my god, this is so good.
1 billion 1, 1 billion 2. Ugh, my arms are getting tired.
How much of that dialogue did they add, I wonder? It's really cool. Okay, don't ride the ropes on the sides. Got it. It's a light bridge. Doesn't damage me.
Blast me bagpipes.
Did you have to
A piece of
find
Gizmo
Gizmo
Duck's
Duck's suit pieces in the
Thought I
NES
had a
version,
way
or is
to
that
open this
new?
door.
Yeah, it's the Wily stage theme. The one that has my Twitch VOD muted for Mega Man 2. Because somebody covered it. That's a really cool concept. Hey, it's Fenton.
Fenton, get down from there and stop embarrassing yourself.
Mr. McDuck! Thank goodness you're here!
This one was the big space
I
rat.
those aliens wanted to suck out my brain and make an army of Fenton clones.
Bah, they'd soon learn that one of you is one too many. Now, help me find a security override so we can get to your Gizmo Duck suit.
You mean this?
Security system disengaged.
Fenton, you're a genius.
Gee, Mr. McDuck, do you mean it? Oops.
Warning, damage report. Artificial gravity system is offline.
Fenton, you're a nincompoop. You broke the gravity controls.
Not to worry, I'll have it fixed in a jiffy. I got a level 3 certificate of technology from Happy Ducky University, you know.
Oh, no you don't.
And
You'll probably slam into the self-destruct button too. I'll get us out of this.
ever notice there's that clipping at the start of this track? I didn't realize that was in-game, because I have this track on my personal best VGM playlist that I play when I'm doing dishes in the lake. As soon as the track plays,
Gravity
the sound
system
clips
restored.
really hard for
All
about a
systems normal.
Nice
beat or
work,
so.
Mr. McDuck. Now, let's go get my Gizmo Duck suit.
Not
I always
so
thought it was
fast,
just a rip that I
Thunderhead.
had.
You go wait with Gyro.
Technically not a water
I'll
level.
find a Gizmo
Right.
Duck suit myself.
Right there. Whenever you hear this song restart, listen for it to go like plop. Imagine the waveform spiking really bad. Here's one of them.
It's Gizmo Duck's helmet. Oh, if I didn't know better, I'd swear Fenton actually gets smarter when he wears this thing. Maybe I'm a wee bit too hard on the lad. Now, only 2 more parts to find, and we can break into that moonbolt.
Hey, moonball type. Thought so, man. I wonder if they just had testers go through the level and like try to go everywhere. And they just put gems wherever the testers went.
I didn't get to be number 1 by back and doom.
He says I didn't get to be number 1 by what? Backing down. I always need to scroll down on Scottish people Twitter to get the translation. That's pretty great. Oh, I love secrets like that. They make me so happy. Yeah, Beck and Dune. I should take some, like, accent courses at some point. The only accent I can really do is, like a strong southern US accent. I know which vowels you're supposed to pronounce differently for, like, an Australian versus a Kiwi versus a British accent, but I can't really nail them very well. I love the Scottish Twitter stuff. Just say it out loud to understand. I think Australian, you pronounce most vowels as like a short I sound. Maybe that's Kiwi. So you don't say Brett, you say Brit. I do like him counting off the hits. I guess I can do a Valley Girl accent. I'm trying to think, like, just for like D&D purposes. NPCs I feel comfortable busting out.
Gyro rigged up this hyperspace pocket for me to carry things around in.
This game has so many of those Resident Evil 2 remake chess puzzle explanations, right? I've got a hyperspace pocket. Dude, it's a video game, it's fine. Appreciate the effort, though. I probably have to work on Boston. Boston is the whole conservation of consonants thing, where the R's from Boston migrate southwest to Texas. In Boston, you park your car. In the southwest, you wash your car. I really like the pogo stick. The pogo stick, it's like, you think it's kind of similar to Mario stomping on enemies, but it has some other interesting interactions that make it different. I like that you use it to reach platforms and secrets. Hot and heart in a Boston accent. Thanks to Game of Thrones, I can recognize like a northern UK accent now. Because everyone on that show is told to like way overplay it up if they had it. But also, like, I can recognize it when I hear it, but I couldn't tell you what makes them different.
How do you like that?
This game is delightful.
Pleasure.
It's a diamond the size of Mrs. Weekly.
Valley girls just can't even. I don't know that I've ever actually met anyone in real life that has a Valley Girl accent. It's mostly in like movies like Clueless, 10 Things I Hate About You. Lost it after a few months in Arkansas. Interesting. Hey! We were just talking
Why
about
are you
her.
here, Mrs. Beakley?
Because zero gravity is the last place for bad dining habits, Mr. McDuck. There'll be no skipping meals on my watch.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Her
dear.
throwing animation's
I hope
pretty
you're
great.
taking care of the boys, Mr. McDuck. They're always
Well,
finding their
3D
way into
1-up.
mischief.
That's cool. They gave me my lives back after the first world where I died twice to the first boss.
Oh, I've never seen a gem like this before.
To the rich. So, does the amount of money you get actually matter at all, or is it just like a point system? Shows how many of the secrets you found. I think there's a finite amount of money in the game, right? So you could use that as deciding whether or not you 100%ed it. You did? Nice, Kai Mom. Capitalism ho indeed.
1,001,002.
Whoever came up with the idea of making Scrooge a protagonist, first of all, making a duck character named
It's so Duck's
Scrooge.
wheel. I've always wondered what Gyro was thinking when he designed
Like, what
this
was the
thing.
pitch for
Who fights
DuckTales, I
crime
wonder?
with a unicycle? Now that I've got all three parts, I can head back to Fenton and Gyro. Huh, I hope it's not too late.
On it. So after the moon, does anyone have a level recommendation for me to go to next? Particularly good music or cool stage elements? Unlocks collectibles. Ah. Is that just in the remaster version? Transylvania. Okay. That with Count Duckula? Watering down overexposure of popular Disney characters and stretching their IP. You got a special ending if you manage to not collect any money. Wow, that's cool. Seems like a pretty early challenge run, right? Wonder how long it took people to find that. The part of the game you can only get to with enough money in the original.
We get to be number one by back and down.
Backing Dune, I think I hear it now.
We're in luck. I managed to find all of Gizmo Duck's suit.
Oh boy! Now
DuckTales
we can
come
into the
out-
treasure vault.
Come
Just
before
a
Disney
moment,
Christmas
Vincent.
Carol.
Gyro,
Yeah, like I see
I
the
think
invention
I
of the
left my
Christmas
favorite
Carol
$2
adaptation. That would be
bill under the
interesting
back
if so.
seat. Would you mind getting it for me?
Sure thing, Mr. McDuck.
I'd say he's
Gee,
a
boss,
at
what
least
to
a
send
B-list
Gyro back
Disney
onto the
character
ship?
now.
So he doesn't find out you're Gizmo Duck when you put on that suit, you dunderhead.
But there are only 3 of us here, sir. Won't he figure it out anyway? When Gizmo Duck appears and I've mysteriously vanished?
It's a good question,
I wouldn't
Finn.
worry about that. Gyro may be a brilliant inventor, but his deductive reasoning skills are about as good as yours.
Oh! Hey!
Would you just get on with it?
I love Scrooge,
Say your
man.
secret
He's
code word and activate that confounded
kind of an
contraption.
ass.
Code word? Gee, I can't remember it. Oh, blather and blatherskite, I'm useless. I mean, I'm useful to the extreme. Point me toward the offending blockade, so that I might deal justice upon it.
Cut the
Charles
dramatic
Dickens,
footage
yeah.
and
It was like how
follow me.
Kat was saying whoever drew Fred Flintstone for the first time didn't know he was actually designing the mascot for the most important children's cereal
Gizmo
ever.
Duck? Huh. They're gone.
Charles Dickens
All I
didn't
could
realize
find
all he was
this
setting up was
$2 million
DuckTales.
bill. Oh well, back under the seat it goes.
Yeah, right, come on. For focus on Bear Mountain, with Duck's popularity grew so large, he became a major figure of the Duck universe. Well, he goes around and shoots everything with his missile. It's pretty awesome. He just wrecks everything. Ouch. Yeah, talk about pulling value. What other examples do we have of that? Was it Watchmen, I think? Was them
This is the place.
using some
Gyro's
old licensed
calculation
characters
says
that
the
nobody
green
cared
cheese
about?
of longevity lies just beyond this door.
Step aside, citizen, whilst I blast the door asunder. How was that, Mr. Mc... I mean, oh, the path is clear, good sir.
Good work, Gizmo Duck. Now,
Oh, I forgot about this guy.
Glumgold. What are you doing here, you pernicious pilferer?
Why,
A few
same as
adult
you,
ducks
Scrooge.
can only be
Trying to corner a new
distinguished by
segment of the
clothes,
dairy
right?
market.
Why, you... How did you find out about the green cheese?
Because Scrooge
What
has
do you like to know?
a mullet,
Well,
or
thanks for saving me the
maybe
trouble
those are
of blasting through
sideburns?
that door
It's hard to
with my
tell with a
own.
duck face.
I'll stop him, Mr. McDuck. Halt, evildoer!
No, Gizmo Duck. I need you to help me
Nice
deal with
fix.
the... Beagle Boys.
You see him as sideburns, kind of? Has anyone drawn Scrooge McDuck as if he were a human? I feel like this is the internet, and it's probably happened. The internet giveth and the internet taketh away. Spoilers for the new Cat and Crunch flagship cereal review. But at one point we needed to have top form Fred Flintstone, and on a whim I'm like, the internet's gonna deliver on this one. I googled Super Saiyan Fred Flintstone, and I got not one but 5 results. I was like, thank you, internet. I trusted in you. The internet giveth, and I keep giveth until you say, internet, please God stop givething. Right. I don't know what spawned that chest. Hold on. Let me click this crazy link here. I think I missed my opportunity when I left the screen.
Onward and upward. Hey, watch it.
We found many images of Super Saiyan Fred Flintstone, but couldn't find any images of wounded Fred Flintstone or dead Fred Flintstone. For when the Fruity Pebbles disintegrate into nothingness.
How dare you? It's mine.
Nice, that's a cool secret.
Oh, I've never seen a gem like this before.
Oh, it's extra heart. I didn't know those were in this game at all. I apparently didn't get this when I played this game before. Alright, we're basically blind at this point. All that I remember now is that there's a space rat we have to fight. Let me see.
Blast, I kinda see a thing.
Oh yeah, okay. That is pretty good. That's not as horrific as I imagined it could have been. So sideburns. Oh, the extra heart. You only ever have 3 hearts in the NES version? I see. Ouch. Bad timing. It's a green cheese.
Mirth and be merry. I made it here first. No, not the cheese.
Oh, it wasn't in
Anything but
there.
that.
I see. Somewhere else.
Great Scott! I thought that stuff was supposed to be an anti-aging culture, not an instant growth fungus.
He has such an NES attack pattern, right? It's kind of cool how they've managed to keep it in place. With smoother animations now. It's got teleportation powers now? Yikes.
The beast just keeps coming. It's like running from the IRS.
Tell you, this was not political quarantine to me to say that
I mean, speed.
Scrooge McDuck is a Reaganite hero. He's honestly designed that way.
Oh, no, you don't.
It's like talking about nuclear weapons while playing Metal Gear Solid, right? Same with, was it Ghostbusters? It's pretty rough. Oh shit, I thought he was gonna stay green. Never know dangerous creatures that come from the moon. Get some good Final Fantasy VIII votes in there. That's what I'm saying. Walter Peck is an evil regulator, right? Trying to stand on the rights of these entrepreneurs, small business owners.
Didn't they get rich by being foolish?
I love Ghostbusters, but it's there.
It's like running from the IRS.
It looks like I have to
Make way.
take advantage of holding the pogo for a limited amount of time in the air, which makes it a little bit different from Mario's stomping ability, right? Oh man, telefragged. I'm gonna need that life that I got from Mrs. Beakley.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yeah, right? Oh, come on. Yeah, he doesn't like flash red or something. I think he gets faster. Like, I think his green teleporting rat mode gets more powerful in later phases.
Any interest? I mean, speed.
First try.
Giant moon rat or no giant moon rat, nothing's gonna keep this duck from that green cheese and all the green it's gonna make me.
So he's like poop out the cheese at the end? Did he throw it up? Totally not the Mega Man stage clear music, right? Thanks, Capcom. I appreciate that. Is it the same? Is the DuckTales composer the same composer as Mega Man by any chance? I don't realize the red gems are worth so much. Holy crap. Green cheese of longevity. Difficulty modifier. Puked it up.
Ew, what is that smell, Uncle Scrooge?
It's the green cheese and longevity, lads. One flake of this stinky cheese can yield
So before it was
entire
just a
gross
green
of
cheese,
anti-aging supplements.
but now they're adding cool stuff.
Right.
Ugh, aye.
I like
The
it.
smell could drop the petals from a petunia. Still, it's nothing you can't get used to, if there's money to be made.
Speak for yourself, Uncle Scrooge. Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
A grand idea, boys. Which treasure shall we chase after next?
None of them made Konami games. Transylvania. Yes. It's a good question,
boys.
Ludifex.
We're off to Transylvania, and we're no coming back.
It's one of
without
those
the coin
ancient
of the
ones,
lost
like
realm.
pies making people fly, like float in the air. Must have been an early cartoon or like a Buster Keaton movie or something. I could see it being developed in like the age of silent film. Animal poop
This is
coffees.
it, kids.
Andrea got some of that
Manor,
when she was in
home
Vietnam.
of the legendary Drake von Vladstone, heir to the coin of the lost realm.
Boy, it's kind of creepy out here, isn't it?
So if you were making an elemental damage system, Nodovan, you would have Flower Elemental opposed to Stinky Elemental?
Of course not, Louis. This castle has been abandoned for centuries.
Hey, look at this. The Junior Woodchuck guidebook says Drake von Gladstone was best known by his
For some
nickname,
reason-
Count Dracula Duck.
Count Duckula.
Is there really a
Come on.
monster in there, Uncle Scrooge? Ah, don't be silly, Webby. Yeah, there's no such thing as Dracula. Right. He is right, isn't he, Uncle Scrooge?
Everything's
Of course
fine.
he is, Louis. Vampires, banshees, and mischievous spirits are just a lot of superstitious hocus pocus.
Immediately encounters the three things you just listed, right? This game is officially blind for me. I haven't seen any of these
But you
stages.
better stick close to me, just in case. Now you boys stay put and keep an eye on wee Webbigale. I'll be back with the treasure in no time.
Aw, nuts. We want to come with you, Uncle Scrooge.
Don't worry. I'll be back with the coin before you can say e pluribus unum.
E purple bus who'em? Yeah, I'm not sure that's as fast as you think it is. Besides, why should we have to stay here just because Webby's a big chicken? Yeah, we're not afraid of whatever's hiding out there, are we? You boys are so mean. I'll show you who's not afraid of the dark.
Tell him, Webby.
Webby!
Go solo level. Alright. I don't have any
Louis,
innocents to
Louis,
escort.
Louis!
Will they be all right, Uncle Scrooge?
Of course. Everything will be fine, my darling. Wait here and I'll be back with the lads lickety-split.
The music's pretty sweet. Duck skeletons, that's a little bit too spooky for me. A little too spoopy. Ooh, secret walls. For some reason, making really weird, like, elements in a video game is really funny to me. Like making something a coffee elemental is... I can make jokes like that all day. Sort of like the, I won't spoil them for people that missed Cadence of Hyrule yesterday, but the bosses in Cadence of Hyrule, like that kind of shit is my jam. It's very funny to me. This is just that moon theme. The beginning of this song was clipping. That's weird. Must be a reason for the infinite ducks, right?
Ow, ow, ow.
No! Whew. Cutting it close. Must be able to like knock their skulls into a ceiling or something. Okay, he said ghosts, banshees, zombies? It's like having the bonus for going on each step. That's cool. Ghouls, banshees, and ominous spirits. Wish you could call the skeleton ducks ghouls. I think I've played a game, I'm trying to, maybe it's Castlevania, where like, you have something like a rope chain, and you can descend to the level below it if you are on the rope, but if you fall, you die. Oh, you can open those. Okay. Thought I'd check. Good to know. Spooky! Much too spooky for me. Webby. That's awesome, Johan. Happy to hear that. I should see if I can watch it. I think it's on Netflix, maybe?
Hey!
It's Huey!
Huge. Get me down from here.
I know which color hat is which, Duck. Damn you, you have so many iframes. Give me... Let me download your iframes and import them into Dark Souls.
I'm out of here.
Hey, that wasn't
Gotcha.
a ghost at all. It was a beagle boy in disguise.
Trying to beat me to my treasure, no doubt. But it'll take more than just an old bed sheet and flour dust.
I'm gonna
frighten
rob
off
these
Scrooge
people, not
McDuck.
you.
Look, Uncle
Sick.
Scrooge, that beagle boy dropped something. It's an old piece of paper.
Twist me, tartan. It's an ancient rune.
You mean like a magic spell?
Aye, lad. At least part of one.
Gee, I wonder who tore it into pieces.
We'll worry about that later. Right now, I want you to head to the front door and wait for me. I'll be back once I've found the treasure. Off you go, lad. It's mine! Things are looking up for old McDuck. Now that's what I call a ruby.
I have a feeling I missed something important down there. That thing that I needed to bounce off the chest to get to. Hopefully that wasn't a health upgrade. I was like, well, I need to get this gem first. It's a mummy! Oh, okay. Keep that in mind. That little bit there with the double bass hit in this remix. Cover, I should say. Ow, 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 ow. 2 back-to-back ghosts. How dare you, game? Thought so. Nice, okay. I think there might... I would guess there's like 1 per stage. This game is extremely delightful. What were some other good licensed games on the NES? I'm trying to think if there were really any on the Super Nintendo. I feel like the Super Nintendo is when they started to be bad. I guess they were usually fine, right? Like, I remember playing the Cool Spot 7-Up game, the Chester Cheetah game, the Blues Brothers game, the Wayne's World game. Like, they were all playable, more so than some of the NES licensed titles like Back to the Future. It's garbage.
On this mirror. Ugh, if only I had all the pieces to this puzzle.
Lion King. Come back with pieces to the puzzle. Chex Quest. Lion King and Aladdin were both pretty good.
I didn't get to be number 1 by back and down.
Nice.
Hey, what?
Ouch. Oh yeah, I think Batman is the one that they play alongside DuckTales, Bit Brigade. Both of them are pretty short. It's a pretty bitchin' soundtrack. Thought maybe I could hit the ball and chain into his face. I remember playing a lot of the Ninja Turtles games in NES. They haven't aged very well. I guess the arcade ones are fine. But Turtles 1 is kind of bad. Twice in a row. 3 times. Oh, do I have to have already been bouncing in there? That's interesting. Let's see if I can like knock a head into that thing. Sure, what's the mummy's sense? Oh, if you smack the armor again. I see. Yes. Yeah, I like the idea behind Turtles 1, but then it had bad water levels. And like, I don't know if you've ever seen the Angry Video Game Nerd episode on that, but he mentions there's this one part of the game where there's this tiny gap that seems impossible to jump over, but it's technically possible to jump over it. What you're actually supposed to do is just walk over it, and I did not know that as a kid. It's unraveling the tape, I see. Clever. I know I'm looping back around, just make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, the Back to the Future games are bad. I don't think there's any way I can get over to the left there yet. Doesn't look like it. Licensed games are reskins, yeah. I had all the Bible games as a kid. the illegal Bible games that used trickery to be able to work in an NES.
Is there no end to
Oh
this
dear,
madness?
minecart level. The NES had this special chip that prevented you from making pirated games, and there were several Christian games that broke those rules. So Super Noah's Ark 3D, which I think used the same technology as a Game Genie in order to bypass the piracy protection on the SNES.
Uncle Scrooge!
But the Noah's Ark game, Bible Adventures on the NES, was basically a ripoff of Mario 2 USA, Doki Doki Panic. Alright, having ghosts make this quite a bit harder. I do like having such precise control over your jump height, that's cool.
Well, I guess you
Yeah,
found
MC
out.
Kids was an incredible game, and it was included for free in Happy Meals. What the hell?
Okay. You don't gotta be all
Nick
touchy
Kids.
about it. See ya.
Aw, that guy gives me the heebie-jeebies. He was starting to look at me like I was lunch.
Poor
Well,
Dewey.
next time he'll think twice before scrapping with Scrooge McDuck.
Speaking of scraps, he dropped this, Uncle Scrooge.
Never heard of Yonoid.
Ah, it looks like another piece of that torn-up sorcery.
Say what?
A magic spell. And it's nearly complete. Just one piece left to find. If only I knew where to start looking.
Well, that bungle boy did say this house has an illusion wall. Do you think he meant...
Oh,
Text
of course,
questions your
a
exposure to
secret
FPS before
passage.
GoldenEye.
Oh, no wonder I've been having so much trouble finding anything around here. Good lad. Now, off you go. I need you to wait at the entrance with the others.
Too young? I am 32. Arthur is actually a little bit after my time. Decent. Too old. Thank you. I remember Math Blaster and Oregon Trail were my educational games.
Oh, I've never seen a gem like this before.
Amazon Trail. Andrea has these weird memories of playing something she says is Oregon Trail, but it's actually, I think, Oregon Trail 2, or like a modern remake of Oregon Trail.
Nearly lost my hat on that one.
She keeps talking about like salt, and I'm like, there wasn't really any salt in the original Oregon Trail.
Into this madness.
Doesn't hold up. That's okay. Games don't have to hold up to be on subblock. I'll play it. I think it's sometimes fun to play games that haven't aged well, especially for subblock.
Mrs. Bigley, what are you doing here?
I'll not have you risking your life on an empty
Green Rainbow.
stomach. No more
Carmen
danger
Sandiego.
till you eat every last bite.
Remember that dope-ass PBS Carmen Sandiego
You're worth your weight
Game
in
show?
gold, Mrs. Bigley.
that
if
had
you'll pardon the
Rockapella as an
expression.
in-house band?
Of course, but I'll find my own way out, thank you very much.
It was like legit a good game show.
Look at that luster.
I've seen Rockapella live. They played at Andrea's grad school. She sneaks around the world from Kiev to Carolina. She's a sticky-fingered pilcher from Berlin down to Belize. The song is full of like ridiculous geography puns. Like she's like, she left her soul in South Korea, made Antarctica cry uncle.
Look at that luster. 1 billion 2.
Where in the world is... When I saw Rockapella live, they saved Carmen Sandiego for their encore, which I think was correct.
It's mine.
Does the Carmen Sandiego show on Netflix? Right on.
1,002.
If you remember all the, like... Oh, crap. Alright. I think I can get back there, though. Man, that's a big backtrack. All of the, like, criminals that were associates of Carmen Sandiego had punny names, like Just In Case. Maybe I'll try taking a different minecart route this time.
Nearly lost my hat on that one.
I love those extra dialogue lines. Those are cute. Oops. I didn't commit. I tried to have my foot partway in the pool of both minecarts. Serenade. Patty Larceny. I remember that one. That's good. Okay, no worries. I think if you're gonna do a game that hasn't aged well, it could not be better than a 1 hour subblock. Ouch. Okay, I get it. Provided the game is grokkable in an hour. I guess there are some games that like really take off later in the play. Yeah, you go top this time.
This is actually starting to be fun.
Ugh. Everything's fine, everything's good. Okay, let's go left this time. Wait, is this in a drop? Okay, no, we're okay. Everything's fine. Nothing is ruined. Son of a... Okay. Oops. Should've known better. I did the original Barbie for the NES because Andrea liked it. I owned and played a shitload of Barbie Supermodel for the Super Nintendo as a kid. I even, like, we had a song we would sing when we would play it called When You Die, It's My Turn. I will play that game on Supermodel mode and crush it.
Just one more, Uncle Scrooge. I know you can do it.
Oh,
Thanks, Webby.
Thank you, Abigail.
Hey, there's a little indicator on the map. Wonderful. Modern game design. I'll tell you right now, if we ever play Barbie Supermodel, I will successfully drive a car without getting into an accident, ride a bicycle without getting hit by a frisbee, rollerblade through the beach area without getting hit by a pigeon, and walk in the snow without slipping on ice and hitting my face. Barbie Worst Adventure.
Help!
Oh, 2 ghosts. Do you see? Probably there's an extra ghost depending on the order you do these in, because it's non-linear.
Not so tough without your army helmet, eh?
Wait till the gang in Sing Sing finds out you were knocked flat by an old guy in his cane.
He's going to Sing
Thank
Sing?
you, lad.
Yeah? Well, you better be careful where you go poking around, McDuck, or you's gonna have much bigger problems than me. So long!
Not clear on
What
the,
do you suppose
like...
he meant by that? It doesn't matter.
What,
Quick, lad. See if
in
there's
what
a scrap of
universe
paper
does Scrooge
lying about.
McDuck exist? If the IRS exists, Sing Sing exists.
Exactly. This is the last piece of the riddle.
But what to do?
That's what I'm about to find out. Quick, lad. Go meet Webby and the others at the entrance. And all of you, stay put.
I mean, I guess we know from Donald Duck cartoons that, like, Hitler exists too, right? So is the Disneyverse, like, a version of human reality? Dickens and Disney fell into a wormhole. I love that he's Scrooge, but he hasn't learned any of Scrooge's lessons, though, right? He's still wealth obsessed. Is the Duckverse an independent universe from the rest of the Disneyverse? Like when... Well, I guess the Goofy movie takes place in the real world, right? So... It's the Leaning Tower? Jesus.
Much longer, my dear. Now that I've got all 3 parts of the magic spell, I'm one step away from finding Dracula's lost coin.
Hold on a second. I thought you said there's no such thing as Dracula.
Aye, I did, but it's been a rather informative day. A few hours ago, I would have told you there wasn't such a thing as ghosts or walking skeletons either.
You did say that.
Never mind, kids. I'm going to find the treasure, and then we can get away from this horrid place.
Yeah, something's up with this floor here. Okay, top right. Almost the same, few differences. It's like our world, but everyone is a duck. And that has had no significant changes on history. I love the Goofy movie. Excellent film. I have this phenomenon, and I don't know if kids are going to get this for much longer now that most kids don't have to deal with commercials. But there were, like, commercials that I would see hundreds of times, and lines from them are just burned into my brain forever. The Goofy movie trailer is one of them. Like, it's kind of a waste of a core memory, right?
Up I go. Luck of the ducks.
Luck of the ducks.
What riddle, Uncle Scrooge?
Boys, I thought I told you to stay
Dude,
with
the
Webby.
commercials at the beginning of the Ninja Turtles, the original Ninja Turtles movie VHS,
Pretty mirror.
there was like a
Yes. And if
Pizza
I'm
Hut
right,
commercial
using this spell will reveal the full
about playing in right
perpetrator
field.
behind all these shenanigans.
Juicy Juice, Hershey's Holiday Jingle.
Magica Dispel. Ach, I should have known you'd be behind
Pretty good
this.
name, Magica Dispel.
Scroogey, my old friend, you wouldn't believe how much fun it is watching you run around making a fool of yourself.
What?
Oh, you really don't think you need ancient sorcery
Oh, I
to
know the
find
one you could
coin
vote. There's also a
locked
Diet
around,
Coke
do you?
commercial at the start of
No,
Last Crusades
I had
VHS.
Beetleborgs hide paper scraps to throw you off trail.
Why, you
That spoils
sneaky,
the most pivotal
conniving-
scene in the whole movie.
Please, save compliments for garden party.
What garden party?
The one I will throw in celebration when I get home with lost coin. So long, fools!
Gee, she isn't very nice.
You said it, Webby.
All right, you kids stay here. I'm going to track down that witch and give her a piece of my
Whenever
mind.
Andrea does that, she says, "Who writes this shit?" Oh, the reason Andrea called me, she gave her first talk on the new laser nuclear explosion, well, not nuclear, but explosion testing thing that she's working on now. She's been doing astrophysics her whole adult life, and this is her first time doing a presentation on laser physics, and she nailed it, so hooray, go Andrea. If you see her in Discord or something, throw her a congrats. Wonder if Pepsi Free will ever catch on. There's a whole SNL bit when Crystal Pepsi was on Crystal Gravy, see your meat. Oh god. Magica Dispel. Got some gnarly fire attacks. Healing in the middle of the level? Appreciate that. I love that she shows up to laugh, right? Hubris is necessary for beating many bosses in old school video games. That was a completely calculated laser dodge there, by the way. That one was actually calculated. Oh shit. Didn't realize I'd be bouncing for so long. Because I'm Scrooge McDuck. And I'm here to Scrooge McDuck you. Defeat you.
These inferior mirror and beam spells. It's the last time I shop for spell ingredients at discount store.
The inconsistencies of the 50s versus the 80s are lost to me as a kid watching Back to the Future 100 times.
You may have coin of lost realm, but your #1 dime will soon be mine.
Whoops. I tried. That actually sounded worse, I think. Duck under you. I'm gonna show you what it means to be a duck. Is this the true meaning of duckness? Yeah, I forget who made a video about it, but someone was talking about how, like, Back to the Future is part of the 30-year nostalgia cycle. That all the people that made the movie and wrote the movie were nostalgic for the 50s because they grew up during the 50s. So now you got, like, Captain Marvel with people that grew up during the 90s. Similar, but the really interesting one I watched was how Christmas Story is actually kind of a bad movie, and everyone thinks that it's older than it actually is. Like, it was made in, like, the 80s or something.
It's hard to say, lad.
Do you think the light will beat the duckness?
Have a way of popping up at the most inconvenient moments.
Well, when it comes to magic, there's no such thing as a convenient moment.
Too true, Louis. Now then,
Too
where
true.
to next, lads?
I can't believe they kept saying Count Dracula Duck. How dare you not say Count Duckula? Alright, where are we going next? I'll do it randomly. You should watch this video. I think it's Folding Ideas, Foldable Human, Dan Olson, 6gun. Oh, I don't have a 1d3. I guess that makes sense. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Himalayas. Yeah, that's the TNT 24-hour loop.
To hunt for the lost crown of Genghis Khan.
Shall I forward your call, sir?
Gee, can I come, Uncle Scrooge? I want to see the pretty Himalayan marmots.
Oh, not this time, Webby darling. I need you here looking after the
Oh,
boys.
Webby.
Otherwise, who knows what kind of trouble they might get into.
Oh, that's very smart.
70 years worth of value out of it.
Scrooge,
Indulge me, lads. The last thing this expedition needs is a wee lass about. Ugh, I'm going to have enough trouble looking after the launch pad.
Christmas Story is one of those movies that I've only really realized as an adult is kind of bad. That and like
in the center of the mountain range, not in the center
Independence
of a
Day.
mountain.
Gee, Mr. McD, I thought that crash was rock solid.
The only rocks around here are the ones inside your head. Ugh, we're nowhere near Shadow Pass and the Lost Crown. Now fix this wreck so we can get airborne. And step on it, lad. I'm paying you by the hour, and I'll nae having you billing me for overtime.
No problem, boss. As long as I have this fuel regulator, we're as good as... Whoopsie daisy. Oops. My mom always said I was a Butterfingers.
Oh no. Please tell me you've got another one of those.
Sure I do. But it's back in Duckburg.
Launchpad!
Don't worry.
Is there
Mr.
another
McD.
show or
I'll
movie
find
featuring
out.
Launchpad, or is he an invention of
You do no
DuckTales?
such thing.
I feel like
I'll get it. You stay
was it
here.
wasn't like
Try
Rescue
not to cause
Rangers
any more
Tailspin
damage.
maybe had a character that was like
Okay.
Launchpad but not a
You're the
duck.
boss.
He was also in Darkwing Duck. Oh, this theme's pretty sweet. You always gotta go left first, right? Oh, that's interesting. So that's a reason to not pogo. Clever. This theme is actually pretty dope. No, you didn't shoot that green shit at me. Yeah, I think Independence Day is fine as a guilty pleasure. I enjoy it that way too. I never appreciated that it's actually kind of a bad movie though. I never really just thought about it. Yeah, it's bad in the same way Con Air is bad, you know. It's fun, mindless.
How dare you? More money for me money bin.
Bah. Whoa!
More money for me money bin.
Come on, game.
I didn't get rich by being foolish.
Didn't get rich by being foolish.
Here now, don't touch that. I need it to fix my plane. Stop! Oh, it's too late. Those bunny bandits have torn it apart.
There are no
I've got
marmots.
to find those pieces fast.
I do love how non-linear this game is. Alright. 3 for 3 so far. Scrooge got Chris through unsavory means. Is he like a day trader or something, sucking value out of the economy through arbitrage? Obviously, you're not a golfer. Do you see that they're making a Lebowski spin-off, John Turturro? About the Jesus? It seems ill-advised to me. I don't think it involves the Coen brothers either.
Morning glory. Now to find the other two pieces.
It's the Mighty Ducks, right? When there's trouble, you call DW. Investment banking.
Cuts me kilts. It's Bubba Duck. Looks
Bubba
like
Duck.
The little pea brain got caught in a deep freeze.
Whoa, what happened? Scrooge? Ooga ooga! Scrooge saved Bubba!
There, little fella. Uncle Scrooge is here to help.
Scrooge saved
I did not remember Bubba Duck at all.
Scrooge saved Bubba! Bubba helps Scrooge! Bubba helps Scrooge forever!
You know,
Wonder if it's
I
good.
could use a bit of help smashing away this
Big Lebowski's
giant
my
ice
favorite
box.
comedy of
What
all
do you say,
time, I
Bubba?
think.
Ooga ooga!
In that case, follow me, lad.
Get it, Bubba. So are these NPCs who help you through the stage? Is this new to the remaster? Yeah, Casino Man, right? When my intellectual curiosity, Ray Cryogenics, was piqued. So I resolved to freeze the weasel. The weasel! Okay, you're gonna get in my way here, kid. I don't think I'm gonna get there in time. Made it. First try.
This is the end of the line, Bubba. It's time for you to head to the surface.
Bubba home with Scrooge?
Aye, Launchpad is waiting to take you home to Duckburg. On your way now.
Casino Man was called California Man. Interesting. It's like how ranch dressing is called American dressing.
Onward and upward. It's the second piece of the fuel regulator. One more piece to find and we can get out of this overgrown icebox.
Santa Barbara dressing. I think Kylie Minogue's in Biodome, isn't she? Well, it's wild that you get 6 hit points, right? No, falling is the worst thing that can happen to a duck. I don't know if I can make that. It looks kind of unmakeable. Narrator, he couldn't. Okay, let's not go this way, maybe. Oh. Oh. Well, what happens when I run out of lives? I guess we're about to find out. That's a bummer. What else is in the house here? These are things I can unlock with money. That's cool.
Whoops.
This is just like concept art, right?
Again, Gravity.
I did not mean to do that.
Oh, that's cool. Like compared to the original Sprite. Nice. Spend more money on gallery purchases. Okay. That was pretty good. Count Duckula. Now, I wonder if I lost all of my progress from the Himalayas. Whee! Hey, that's cool. The cheese is there. An item from Transylvania. I feel like he would die, right? How far of a fall would you say this is?
My arms are getting tired.
Scrooge McDuck is probably 3 feet tall. Sorry, people in the EU.
No point in
But
having a
1,
here.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The 45-foot drop into a pool of hard metal coins? He's super deadzo.
Pack my pocket.
I have 0 intuition
We're
for
headed
falling
to the
damage.
Himalayas to hunt for the lost
Like,
crown of Genghis Khan.
How far a human can fall and survive.
Gee, can I come up
I
with
have not seen the Family Guy bit.
the pretty Himalayan marmots?
Can I skip cinematic? Oh man, don't game over. Roger. So we fell off the screen 3 stages in a row there too. Oh, and I think I lost all the money I collected. Yikes, okay. I wonder if that's from playing on normal mode instead of easy mode. Depends on lots of factors. Gotta go for it. Fix. Maybe like hit trees on the way down.
Diamond. It's a diamond the size of Mrs. Weekly.
I don't know any of the magic numbers related to a vertical distance and danger to humans. If you tell me that someone fell 20 feet, that doesn't really mean anything to me. Fell from like 3.5 Andreas tall? That doesn't seem that bad. I don't have the football field intuition, so I have to do
Here,
distance
now,
in
don't
units
touch
of
that.
Andrea.
I need it to fix my plane. Stop! Oh, it's too late.
Scrooge's special power is to treat large quantities of coins as liquid.
I've got to find those pieces fast.
12 to 300 feet. I see.
There's a treasure nearby. I can smell it.
6 hearts does you no good if you fall off the stage. Nephew's inheriting the power, need to train it. Wait, is that real? Is that somebody that actually shows up in an episode or something?
Glory. Now to find the other 2 pieces.
Oh, shoot. Didn't see this last time. This is some classic NES jank, right? Best in the business. Goes all the way back to Super Mario Brothers 1, having secrets that require you to climb on the ceiling.
Didn't get rich by being foolish.
I feel like Robin Hood's joking, but I can never be so sure. He keeps the boys from jumping in the pool because they'll break their necks without training. That's funny. Okay. That's the only way to make it to the rope without dying. Got it. Scrooge going Super Saiyan. Nice. Nice. Oh, the secrets feel so good in this game. Yeah, I'm digging this track a lot. I think I remember them playing this at the Bit Brigade concert. Super cinchy. Shortcut. Only found one this direction.
I didn't get to be number one by back and doing.
I have to murder very specific bunny rabbits to get the thing that I need here. Super stingy 1 and 2. Right. The red nose on these spiders. Well, it's not a don't think just go type situation. This guy's a lot harder to kill from this side. Got bell mounted there. Oof. Bell mounted. Funny murder. Oh. Hey.
It's the second piece of the fuel regulator. One more piece to find and we can get out of this overgrown icebox. Oh, no you don't. It's mine. Off you go. I didn't get rich by being foolish.
Probably death off to the right there. Ugh, totally put a secret over there though. Let me see, does the map help? Not really. Nothing punny about murdering a bunny. I'm gonna game over again. I've had the vision of the Minato. It's gonna happen. I can feel it. A hair too far. Booga booga indeed.
It's a diamond the size of Mrs. Booty. More money for me money bin.
There we go. Alright, get out of here, kid. I've got bunnies to murder. Oh, that was the one. Maybe not. Maybe this one. There we go. Alright, let's be very careful getting out of here to not fall to our deaths. So we're down to 1 life left. This way is kind of dangerous.
I didn't get to be number 1 by backing down.
Guess maybe I could get to a secret chest if I knock that, if I blew up the ice and then knock the rock up and to the right. Who's the boss of the Beagle Gang? Got your stuff,
Here
dude.
you go, Launchpad. Good as new. Now get this bucket of bolts back in the sky.
Just
Is
a
she
tick,
rich
Mr.
too?
McD. This oughta do it. Now there's your problem.
Webigail, what in the
What's
world are
Webby?
you doing here?
I wanted to see the pretty crown, Uncle Scrooge.
Oh, great. Now I've got to babysit you and Launchpad.
But I can help, Uncle Scrooge. You're not like the boys, are you? You don't think I'm just a worthless tag-along, do you?
We're
No.
ready for liftoff, Mr. McD.
Ah, not a moment too soon. Strap in tight, Webby dear.
Off we go. Nothing but blue skies ahead. Clear as a bell. Not a cloud
So the
in
original
sight.
game, were you still fixing a
Launchpad.
plane
Knock
with
off that
Launchpad?
infernal chatter.
Gee whiz. I was only trying to lighten the mood.
If anything, we need to lighten the plane. Feels like she's lost maneuverability with all the, unexpected cargo we seem to have picked up.
No worries, Mr. McD. I've got the coordinates.
How did it
for Shadow
separate
Pass
the
locked
stage
in.
parts then?
We'll be there lickety-split.
More like lickety-splat.
Glomgold!
Nice to see you, McDuck. Especially since you've led me right to the treasure. To whom do I owe my thanks? Your idiotic
Scrooge is
pilot?
ice cold.
Or did you play it safe and let those 2 wee ones fly the plane?
You dirty cheat! Only you could sink so low.
And at 15,000 feet, no less.
Wait all you like. The lost
Da-da-da.
crown of Genghis Khan will look right at
Boss
home
battle
on my
around where I
feathered
brought the
noggin.
shortcut.
Wouldn't
Okay.
you say, Scroogey?
That's what you think. You'll never beat us to Shadow Pass.
So, the crown is in Shadow Pass, eh?
Thanks,
for
Launchpad.
telling me.
Launchpad!
What? There's a level here?
Come on,
That's
buddy.
cool.
One old duck with a cane.
Shouldn't be any trouble.
I have no lives in a plane level. Oh no. Okay. Wow. Yikes. Let's do Himalayas last so we can actually see some other content in this game.
That's a bummer.
Sure, landed in the pile of
Launchpad on the
coins.
horn. I'm headed to the Amazon jungle to find the scepter of the Incan king.
Oh, the NES days. I wonder if easy just increases your life count, your count of lives.
Thanks for the lift, Launchpad.
No problemo. Lift is one of my favorite principles of
Play Duck
aerodynamics.
Souls.
Oh, say, you got your radio, Mr. McD?
I would play Duck
Aye,
Souls.
of course I do.
Great. Then I'll be your eyes in the sky.
Oh, I'd be happy if you just keep your eyes on the sky for once. What an airhead.
Hey, I heard that.
Now then, ancient Incan legends claim the king's scepter was locked away in a giant temple of the clouds, and it should be dead ahead.
Gee, Mr. McD, I see a lot of clouds, but no temple.
You wouldn't, Launchpad. The legend says the temple was hidden away from all but King Manco Capquack himself. But there's bound to be a way to reveal
Easy
it
removes the
buried
life count?
somewhere in this
I'll see if I can
overgrown
downgrade it and
salad
see.
bowl, and I'm not leaving till I find it.
Nope, I don't think I can change it. Oh well. I'll just try not to die. Whoops.
This must be worth a small fortune. It's mine. Launchpad, I found an ancient coin depicting a nightingale.
Neato. You haven't stumbled across a pizza joint down there, have you, Mr. McD? Kinda hungry up here.
I'm not even going to dignify that question with a response.
Dialogue in this is great.
Hey, watch it!
No, that's a cool animation. Yeah, I really kind of like the sort of non-linear level layout in this game. You have like 3 or 4 paths you can take in every stage. You can do them in any order. I also like that there appears to be a unique threat on each stage, too. Is the gravity different on the moon? Like, do you jump higher? Oh. I figure out like how many degrees of damaging freedom Scrooge McDuck has underneath his pogo stick. What's the plane where it starts to damage you, right? He might have to be like completely perpendicular to them. Yeah, Himalayas has ice physics and it has... If you bounce in the snow, you get sunk in the snow. That's a secret.
Now that's what I call a ruby.
Nice. Ugh. Right, I can bounce on brambles.
Look at this sight.
Nice.
Aha! A coin bearing the image of the Queen's horse. Ha, it'll help us find the treasure for sure.
How can you tell, boss?
Never doubt the well-honed instincts of an experienced treasure hunter.
If you say so. Mr. McD.
Oh, that's quite a few coins you have to get in this stage, right on. Bees!
Look at that luster.
Which in this game are basically Medusa heads.
A coin showing the sun. Kids, I nearly tripped over it. This place is a mess. Where's Mrs. Beakley when you need her?
You're good. That's what the sound effect is there for. I mentioned it to prompt someone to trigger.
Launchpad.
We also had bees yesterday.
There's a carving of Monk
Cadence of Hyrule
on this stone slab, and there's 8 circular notches around it.
It's surprising how many bees are in video games, right?
Well, I'm not sure what it tells
Probably
us,
make a super cut
but
of
I'm
it.
certain it's an important clue. Bless me, bagpipes.
At some point I'll go back through the chat log and search for exclamation point bees to see which games it was relevant for.
An ancient Incan poker table, Mr. McD. How about I come down there and you deal me in for a hand?
Oh,
You come
Launchpad.
down here and I'll deal you a blow to the head. You're supposed to be keeping an eye out
The
for
writing in
trouble,
this is
remember?
wonderful.
All right, trouble spotting it is.
That looks like death. Let's not go that way. And what useful sounding sound effects have been triggered less than bees? That's a good question. But they can use ropes to tell you that this fall is not going to be fatal, right?
Look at this. An ancient coin with the image of a scythe. It must represent a good harvest.
This is Lunchpad calling Mr. McD.
What is it, Launchpad?
I'm running a little low on fuel up here.
Well, where are the extra fuel canisters?
Well, that's why I'm calling you, boss. I checked the glove compartment, but all I found was gloves.
Oh, you'd best find those fuel canisters, for the next thing you'll be flying is a model airplane.
Okay. Last time I asked you for help.
Is that a promise?
He's like Sherlock Holmes or House or Rick, right? Lovable asshole character. Yeah, right.
It's mine.
Yeah, if you go for the lowest bidder, Scroogey. Get what you pay for.
Found another one, and it depicts the ruling might of a spear.
This is Lunchpad. Mr. McD. Come in, Mr. Mc...
That sounds really bad.
What was that?
Nothing, boss. I'm sure nobody was using that tree anyway. Except maybe them. And them. And also them.
2 more coins. Oh, Launchpad. So that drop might be death.
Nobody outsmarts Scrooge McDuck.
Okay, there's something special up top there.
Look at this one. It shows a shield. You know, I bet those Incans could have minted a whole lot more coins if they hadn't tried to make each one unique.
Nice.
More money for me money bin.
So I can depend on this kind of secret, right? up here, it looks like. You cannot jump up off of a rope while climbing. I lost 2 lives to that in the Himalayas.
Aha! This coin bears an image of the scales of justice. Just what I need to help me find the scepter.
You know, Mr. McD, I had
Hey, thanks, Odin.
Why start now and spoil a perfect record? So I don't have all day. What would you thought?
something
Just cut out right there. Perfect. How you been, Dan? This is the Switch or the PC version. I think it's on everything though, right? I have it on Wii U also. Came out in 2013, right? Remastered.
Up I go.
What's up this way, right? Classic Donkey Kong Country B sine wave dodging there.
Launchpad. What if the images on these coins symbolize the various tribes of Manco Capquack's empire? Maybe if I surround him with them. Oh no, it's not working.
Hey, maybe you need to say the magic words. Or maybe not.
Will you look at that? The ancient city of Manco Capquack. And that beam of light. It must be pointing to the Temple of the Clouds.
So, like, it's a
But how
duck
do I get
verse,
across?
right?
Up here, Mr.
They were
McD.
ancient Incan ducks. Oh god. Alright, I'm gonna die.
Beam of light.
Oh no. I'm so dead. I'm just staying on this thing. Not doing any secret stuff. Don't need any gems. Plus, if I see Mrs. Beaksley with extra life.
Whoa! I did it! I found the legendary temple of
Okay, it
Manco
wasn't as bad as I thought it
Capquack.
was gonna be.
With a little help from your old pal, Launchpad McQuack.
Oh, of course, Launchpad. I couldn't have done it without you. Now just hold on, and with a little luck, that scepter will be mine in no time.
I could go for 4 tiny gems that I skipped and risk dying and starting the whole level over and losing 20 minutes of playtime. Or
Look at that luster.
I could live with not getting the 3 gems. Had to learn. I still twitch a little bit inside. Still a completionist at heart. I still play these games differently off stream. Still haven't found the extra heart in this stage. Assuming there is one. Oh god! Almost got Belmonted into the bottom there. So not everyone's a duck. It's not like all sapient creatures are ducks. Guess you got the beagles too, right? You know it. At least they were singleton gems. Hey,
Mrs. Beakley, what are you doing here?
I need that extra
I
life
thought you
really
might
badly.
Get hungry, Mr. McDuck, so I baked you a little something.
Such an aggressive throwing
You're worth your
animation.
weight in gold, Mrs. Beakley. If you'll pardon the expression.
Huh, of course, but I'll find my own way out, thank you very much.
Seems pretty good too. In this one, Transylvania and the Himalayas, of course the moon. All very good. Shoot. Should have used that to kill the spider. Thought there would be a gem up there. Okay. Whoa. Oh wow, holy crap. Could be an achievement for that.
Onward and upward. It's mine. Out of my way. Ow,
Ow.
ow. Oh no! This old duck still got it.
Yeah, maybe. Don't get Belmonted. Okay. That doesn't work. Do. Nice. Oh, well, everything's fine. Nothing is ruined.
Oh, drat. Perseverance.
Is this the secret heart? Awesome. I love those secrets. Keep saying it, but it's still true. Actually, there's a boss fight nearby. We'll see. It's the scepter.
There it is, the King's Scepter. Well,
Who's the boss fight?
this was easier to find than a penny in a parking lot.
Way to go, Scrooge.
Catch me, Kilts. What was
I know,
that?
right? So the third time I've gotten my 6th heart. So I game over twice in the Himalayas. Okay, I can damage it. Oh, when he does that, it interrupts my current bounce. That's interesting. Yikes. Okay, so he has visible changes as you damage him. It's cool. Don't crush me, bro. You're gonna mess with me on one of those horizontals. It'll be like the top one and the middle one. Bottom one, rather. First try. That's the set of 3-hit phases.
Hurry, Mr.
And so we'll
McD.
save
This
Himalayas
place is
for
falling to
last.
pieces.
No, I'm not leaving without that scepter.
Leave without the scepter!
Get us out of here, Launchpad. I cannot believe we came all this way for nothing. What's the meaning of this?
So these guys like dogs?
Outsiders.
Like the
Our
beagles?
prophecies have long
Think so.
foretold that our ancient city would one day be returned to us. For hundreds of years we have waited, and at last that day has come.
You mean you're not mad at me?
Mad? Quite the contrary, Feathered One. Is there anything we can do to repay you?
Well, now that you mention it, I did come here looking for an ancient scepter. I didn't suppose...
Does it look like this? It fell from the temple.
Oh, they're climbing for nothing. Hey, Mr. McD?
Bless me, bagpipes, the scepter of the Incan king!
It is yours. Take it and go in peace.
Yeah, Scrooge Duck's a good guy because he steals priceless treasures from indigenous peoples rather than exploiting fellow
It was
ducks.
just the old king's back scratcher.
But he got screwed in the end. Yeah. Scrooge is pretty funny in this. He's going to like the Amazon, the Himalayas, Transylvania, plundering impoverished areas. I guess the moon is pretty poor too. Belongs in a museum.
The scepter of the Incan king. I tell you, boys, there's something special about this treasure.
Really, Uncle Scrooge? Yeah, it just looks like an old back scratcher to us.
You boys need to learn some respect for the finer things in life. Now, if you're done having
They
fun
really
at your
don't,
old
though.
uncle's expense, help me decide where we should go next.
African mines.
Find Gyro. Our next stop's Africa and the center of the earth.
What
Indonesian insistence on things going to museums is controversial among archaeologists and
Only the
anthropologists.
largest gem known to history, the giant diamond of the inner earth.
What's the preferred state of an artifact? Oh, cloud level. That's interesting. It's just like a bonus stage? So yeah, like, kind of realistic looking clouds look really weird, but like sprite clouds in the NES version look great. Oh, awesome, Chaos. I'm jealous. Leave it be. It's all about who owns and operates museums.
I can feel all those diamonds singing to me. And it's a right pretty song, too. Gyro, I thought you said this winch was brand new.
It was. It's an unbreakable diamond tether, Mr. McDuck. I made it myself.
So long
I'll
as you
do
didn't
it.
use
I'll cut the
any of
unbreakable
my
diamond
diamonds
filaments.
to do the job. What's all this hullabaloo? Your lunch break isn't for 2 hours yet.
See, so they're duck people.
Voices down there, Mr. McDuck. Strange, ghostly voices.
Nonsense. There aren't any.
A ghost? No, just the regular times.
Oh, whatever you say, Mr. McDuck. But your mine is haunted. You finish digging it.
Oh, you want anything done, you've got to
Pirate
do it
ghosts.
yourself. And believe me, if I hear voices
I spy
doing
with my little
I'll
eye
give
something
them
that
a good
begins with
talking
P.
to. Now you stay here, boys. I'm going
It's
to
one of my
get to the
favorite
bottom
episodes
of
of
this.
South
The
Park.
rock bottom, Mr. McDuck. This mine shaft goes down for miles.
Thanks, Gyro. Great. This seems pretty sweet too.
This old lift won't budge, Uncle Scrooge.
Yeah, the new Luigi's Mansion looks really good. Nintendo's whole showing looked awesome for the Switch.
Start off with it, do ya?
Did you pick up Cadence of Hyrule yet,
About
Dan?
this mine being haunted. I'll start haunting it myself.
Beat it yesterday. It's very, very good. Came out last Thursday, didn't it? It's a Crypt of the Necrodancer Zelda game. Oh wow, no dialogue. Yeah, this one's super short. It's like a 6 to 10 hour game, depending on whether you played Necrodancer before or not. Cool little spin-off. Ow.
Hey, you found the key. Did the ghosts have it?
Oh, I'm telling you kids for the last time, there are no ghosts in this mine.
Okay, he doesn't say there's no such thing as ghosts.
Something must have cut the tether line.
And that was definitely a ghost.
Scared away those workers.
I'll tell you what scared them away.
Occam's razor, it had to be a ghost.
Imaginations.
What else could it be?
I'm not about to let a bunch of silly superstitions stand between me and the giant diamond of the inner earth. Now, man the controls and lower away, lads!
Things in the British Museum that are owned by the Crown but are not giving back.
I knew it!
Nice. Hey, I think we found all of the secret hearts now. There's still the one that I have to get back in the Himalayas. But hearts don't matter. The way I die is by falling.
Why are you here, Mrs. Beakley?
These mines are so damp, Mr. McDuck. I wanted to remind you
Making
to
time
wear
for
a
eating and
sweater.
sleeping. Yeah.
You're worth your weight in gold, Mrs. Beakley. If you'll pardon the expression.
I remember I tried to like wait an entire week to play Breath of the Wild so that people could catch it, get ahead of me, not knowing that the way the game was structured, it doesn't really mean anything to get ahead of someone in that game. People couldn't tune in anyway because it was like, oh, I played it for 20 hours, but I went to a completely different part of the map than you did. This is a spoiler for me.
Children and billionaires first!
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, I think I figured out stuff like dodging and perfect dodge and perfect parry through just experimentation. And it's definitely not necessary to beat the game. I guess you kind of need parry for the final boss, sort of. I'll get to the last one. I wish I had known about parrying with the Guardians, because the timing's actually pretty easy. I don't think I knew about it until like my 50th hour of gameplay. Good policy regarding mummies. All mummies are property of the Egyptian people. There's a national antiquities authority who controls them. Okay, that's cool. Shoot, should have broken that other rock. Bummer. It's a lot of missed chests.
Onward and upward.
I was gonna eat that mummy.
I've never seen a gem like this before. It's gaining interest. I mean, speed.
Oh, clever. Say those blocks look like they could be destroyed. Broke something on the sarcophagus, tried to fix it with super glue? Wow.
Waka waka, it's a treasure. Hey, watch it.
Oh, I thought the eating mummies thing was just a Futurama joke. Castlevania Sahagan ducks. It looks like there's a little thing showing that they're gonna pop out. Oh, that's good.
Oh, no you don't.
Guessing touching the water is instant death.
Treasure.
I needed some ice cream. Scrooge McDuck eats terribly. Cake and ice cream only? It's cured meat. Oh! Nice bounce. Oh no, minecarts! Alright. Also potentially instant death, I assume. Okay, you only take a heart of damage if you touch the roof of those things. That's not. Okay, very good. Fortunately, I have 2 more lives. Get it! Oh, God. He's just barely gonna siphon into the thing, right?
Where's the break?
How are these things?
Now, what in the world is
Fraggle Rock.
those are?
The bottom of a Peggle game.
Oh, my aching tail feathers.
Rich people.
Boys, did I
A
not
happy
tell you to
ending for the
stay with
rich
Gyro?
people.
Well, we,
Oh, I'm disappointed in you lads. It's dangerous down here.
we just wanted to help Uncle Scrooge. Yeah.
Well, it was...
Hush, lads. Did you hear that?
Whack-a-rooney! Those must be the
Whack-a-rooney.
voices that Miner was talking about.
You boys go back the way you came. This is no place for children.
Yes, Uncle Scrooge.
Fire 1, fire 2, fire 3.
Nice. Okay, thought so. Gotta be something over there, right? Eat the rich and tell them to eat the Caesar. Nice.
Home run. No, guess what I had in mind.
Oh, I don't know, you could knock chests away like that. That's cool. Why do you use this? There's gotta be something behind every waterfall, right?
Ow, ow, ow.
Those bats stun themselves easily. But Kaimon, because of the way this game is set up, I don't think you can save inside of a level. So after I finish the mines, I might wrap and then put whatever you have left back in your bank if that works for you. So I don't think I can beat the Himalayas in 10 minutes or however much we'll have left over. You wanted to keep this on your sub-block for next time? Probably beat it after 1 or 2 more sessions. I don't know if there's another stage after you do the main ones. Sweet. Sounds good. I like this game very much.
How dare you?
Nice. Absolutely play Breath of the Wild. It's one of the best games ever made.
You! What's the meaning of all this racket?
They're like bouncing exercise ball people? Terra Firmi.
I forbid anyone to interfere with the great games.
Great games?
That voice actor.
You'll interfere with the role.
Delete my memories. If I could delete my memories to play 5 games, Breath of the Wild would be on the list.
Yes, you're disqualified for unsportsmanlike conduct and roll and crash interference.
Now see here, I own this mine, and I won't be bossed around.
I own this mine, so I own anyone that lives in it. Any indigenous creatures.
Oh, so you're the one causing all the ruckus up above. Well, I have heard enough.
Delete my memory of Breath of the Wild. The Mass Effect trilogy. Dark Souls. Dark Souls in particular is a game series that, like, you can only... It's more fun when you're playing it blind. That's true of almost all games. Except maybe for PvP or MMO, like, mastery-based games. Terra Firmians. I like the bounce sound effect that he has. Sounds like Droopy Dog. Nice.
I can hold up under
Last of
your
Us.
assault no longer, stranger.
That's how
What is it
colonialism
you
works.
blaspheme us?
That's what this game's all about.
Well, for starters, stop these infernal games. You're causing earthquakes, scaring off my workers, and ruining my equipment. It's nigh impossible to mine for diamonds.
At least they're not ghosts.
Aye, diamonds. Like this one. Though the particular one I'm after is a fair bit bigger.
Oh, you refer to garbage rocks.
Garbage
You
rocks.
have no use for garbage rocks. They're hard and sharp, and you can't roll on them at all.
You don't say.
Shouldn't be rare.
Tell you what.
They're useful
I'll
for
do you a
industrial
favour and haul
purposes.
away your garbage rocks, free of charge. Just keep the earthquakes to a minimum, all right?
Agreed. I am proud to announce that the Terra Firmians hereby welcome your garbage rock mining operation. Here, you stop by getting rid of this one.
Bless me bagpipes, the giant diamond of
Yeah, I
the
agree.
inner earth.
Totally not the Mega Man stage clear sound. Look at all that money.
Scrooge? You mean there weren't any ghosts down there after all?
That's right, Louis. It's as I told you, boys. There's a rational explanation for everything.
And then go to
A
Transylvania.
whole kingdom of underground creatures who
You can
cause
unlock
earthquakes as
stuff.
part of a game is a completely rational explanation.
Thanks, Dewey.
Never mind, boys. The point is, we made it back with a giant diamond of the inner earth and gained an entire diamond mine in the
I
process.
think it was just a scoring NES version, except if you got enough of it, you got bonus content at the end of the game. And if you chose to collect no money, you also got bonus content at the end of the game, right? The more money you have, the more money there is to swim in the vault. That's pretty important. Let's be real. Hey, I did a really good job with these sprites, I feel like. Like maybe it's more so that the original NES game did a good job of making sprites out of the characters from the show. It looks like he has no arms. Magicka Dispel. I'm just gonna do all the enemies from that stage. Oh, that's what they're doing in general here, okay. I think you gotta be pretty crazy good to do a no money run. It's the Mighty Ducks. I see, so you do all the characters and then you can get all the concept art. Or is it just the last item in the list? No, it's all of them, okay. You get the music almost last, is what I'd want. So I can listen to the moon whenever I want by booting up DuckTales for the PC. Alright, thank you, Kaimon. We'll play this again on your next subblock and give you an extra 12 minutes. Take a short break before we switch to West of Loathing today. I'll be back in a few minutes.